In complete seclusion and trembling with fear, I could only survive the forest with my thoughts being my only friend. Growing up military, I was instilled at a young age to be able to carry items that most people wouldn't carry. Always having a knife on you was one of the items that I was always taught to carry. A knife is able to help save you in a lot of situations that you wouldn't normally think of. Now, when you're surviving in the forest alone, there are 5 items that I believe would be able to help you survive. Those 5 items are a flint and ferrule rod set, a hunting knife, a 12 by 12 ground cloth or tarp, a large pot with water, and a 550 paracord 20 meters. First, I wanted to discuss the flint and ferrule rod set. I believe that the flint and ferrule rod set would be able to help start a fire. You can use the fire to help cook your game. Also, in an online research study in 2018 by Richard and Jack, it shows that the flint and ferrule rod set would help you stay warm if you were to use it to help start a fire. The flint and ferrule rod set can also help start a light. This light would be able to help grab the attention of anybody who may be flying over the forest. Or it would also help be able to spark it throughout the night as you're walking in through the forest during nighttime. And this would help prepare and give you some light as you're walking through. The next item I believe would be a hunting knife. Now, this hunting knife would be able to help you kill your game. In an online research study in 2018 by Rusi, he stated that you would be able to skin the animals and help use their fur as warmth. You would also be able to have used the knife for other purposes. You would be able to use the knife to be able to carve wood and make it into a bow and arrow. Rusi also stated that you would be able to take the knife and cut down any of the wood to help continue to start a fire. The next item I believe would be able to help is the 550 paracord. This would be able to help save your life. In an online research study in 2016 by Mac Welsh, he stated that you would be able to use the paracord to rappel to short distances. Now, when you use this paracord to rappel, you wouldn't necessarily be able to use it to rappel down a cliff because the cord itself is not strong or thick enough. You would be able to use the paracord to repair clothing if you may have ripped or torn it. You could also use the paracord when it comes to hunting. If you want to lasso your kill game, you would be able to tie it around their neck and then tie it onto your belt and carry it to the campsite. You could also use it to make it into a net and be able to carry the fish that are going upstream. The next item I believe that would be able to help is a 12 by 12 ground cloth or tarp. Now, an online research study in 2018 by Emmer shows that the ground cloth would be able to be used as shelter. You could use this to build overhead and keep it away from rain or any other heating elements that are going on. Or you could use it as a base to sleep on and try to help keep yourself away from the bugs. You would also be able to use this ground cloth or tarp to carry any of extra game that you may have killed. Or you could tie it onto a stick with any of your extra gear and hang it over your shoulder and carry it. The next item I believe that you would be able to use is a pot with a lid. Now, an online research study in 2013 by Sanders stated that you are able to put water into this pot. Now, when you are having water, you need to make sure that you're boiling the water to keep any contaminants away from your system, or it will lead to illness or sickness. You could also use this pot to aid in cooking. And now the cooking, you would be able to cook your game that you may have killed, and it would help continue to boil any extra game that you may have killed from the previous day that you want to reheat. The 5 items that I do believe would be able to help you survive in a forest are the flint and ferrule rod set, the hunting knife, a large pot with a lid, a ground cloth or tarp, and a 550 paracord. I believe that this would be the best possible outcome if you were ever to survive in the forest alone.